The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it and back at it. Thank you for joining The Local Show with Tom and Steve. It's the holiday edition as we creep ever closer to the holidays. And
it's all fun and games and holiday.
Until they take your wallet.
No, until an attorney shows up in the room.
Until somebody throws a jar.
Then the lawyer shows up and, we're all talking about law stuff. But, what are you going to do?
Right. Weather was kind of funky. Midweek, my buddy sent me a big picture. He lives in Manlius. And he was showing me 3 to 5 inches on his car.
From last week.
Yeah. So that was interesting. And, I don't know. I think we've been, somebody had mentioned that, rain. Oh, it's rainy. I said, we hadn't gotten rain all year.
No,
so
it's okay.
It's not bad.
No, I just don't like fishing in the rain. Now I'm chasing the walleyes in the evening, in the morning when it's like downpour.
I can't believe you're still fishing.
Yeah, you know how to not fish in the rain?
Don't
fish in the rain.
Don't go. Do what I do. Go over to Price Chopper.
No, it's not as much fun, and they don't sell.
You were just complaining about it.
They don't sell walleye. Both of you be quiet.
It's like golf. Oh, golf! I hate it. Man, do we have fun?
Now you guys don't golf in this kind of weather.
No, John's more of a put a raincoat on guy than I am. I think.
Yeah, not in this. I mean, it's got to be. It can't be so cold that your hands vibrate when you hit the ball. Right. I remember doing that in baseball in high school, right? It was cold out in the spring.
That was
you hit it wrong.
Football, when you try to catch that ball and it's freezing. Oh, my gosh.
But Walt Patowski would have caught that ball.
Tom, you don't look like much of a wide receiver.
No, I'm wide.
Much of a receiver.
I'm wide, but not a receiver. So when do you guys start golfing again?
Should we introduce him?
Spring? Yeah, well, John Murphy's here with us. Attorney John Murphy.
Yeah, I'm trying to plan a trip right now. Quarterly, I go down to Florida for a group of other attorneys that we get together, best practices type of stuff. And trying to arrange my brother to meet me down there and play when I'm down there.
Well, locally here, when will you start golfing again?
Weather dependent.
It's usually
late
May,
April, early May.
We think April, but it usually is more like May.
Because sometimes even if it's warm out, the course is muddy. And,
I see, yeah.
And Steve won't go if you can't take a cart. So.
That's true, actually.
Way to stay
But if the water's too high to catch fish in the third pond, he won't go.
That's true.
Way to hustle. So John Murphy is the owner of Safe Harbor Wills and Trust. Of course, you hear us talk about what they do over there. And this time of year, do you get a surge of people because they get together with families and they start thinking about
we get a lot of new calls.
Trust?
Kids were like, Mom is not doing well, Dad's not doing well. Mm-hmm. That type of stuff. And it's because a lot of times the kids don't see Mom and Dad.
Right.
Except this time of year, which is interesting, the busiest the holiday where most people travel home.
Yeah.
Right. It's not Christmas because people with kids like to be home.
Home at Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, so we get a lot of calls and it's an interesting thing, and
it would be great to start that process because if you wait too long, then what happens when they're in a nursing home already?
Yeah, you're going to lose at least half of your stuff if you're in a nursing home if you haven't planned ahead. We had a meeting this week with folks that they planned about 5 years ago, and he's starting to show some Parkinson's. And had the son on a call with a meeting and kind of went through, listen, we've protected a good size amount of money.
Sure.
And they're worried about, what about spend down if Dad needs a nursing home? I said, no, they're right in there, that we've planned it.
Right.
Gotcha, so they'll be eligible now they're through the 5-year look back period. And so people say, well, I haven't done anything and there's this 5-year look back period. There's an old phrase, the best time to plant a tree would have been 10 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is today.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody said that was a pretty profound statement.
Yeah, I don't think it was me, but I don't know who it was.
But somebody said that.
Yeah.
And once somebody becomes a client of yours, you have a care program. Tell us how that works.
Well, when I started this, I didn't want to be a transactional law firm. Right. You're in, you're out. Maybe we'll see you again. Maybe we don't. Mm-hmm. That's not a way to help people through life and the changes of life. So we have what we call a client care program, which is continuous access to reliable expertise. And we meet with our clients every year, all right? And then we have this great event that we hold actually twice a year. You guys have been.
Yes, I have.
So and just a great, this last one that we did, early November, over at Timberbanks, which was a wonderful
Beautiful.
facility.
Oh,
It was a fantastic fall day. You know, it was beautiful, and everybody said, we're never going back to Embassy Suites. Nothing against Embassy Suites.
Right.
They did a fine job for us, but they don't have that picturesque view over the 18th.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
With the wildflowers and things. So we actually had Carolyn Hendrickson from Upstate Foundation.
Absolutely. We know Carolyn well.
Came and spoke. I like to say Carolyn's my longtime friend, not old friends.
There we go.
And about their wonderful work. And then we had clients who came, folks of yours,
Yep.
who came and spoke about how to make maple syrup.
There we go.
And handed out maple candy. Right?
They were excited about that.
Yeah,
they
they
were
did a
so
great
excited
job.
to share, their life and their passion.
Yeah.
And it seems like those events go on, and people do get to know it. It becomes kind of a community. Is
It's
that
a
fair?
great community. We have people like, oh, make sure we do it. So we're back from Florida. Or,
Right.
we want to sit with these people. We're like, yeah, we don't do assigned seating.
Right.
Make that arrangement with yourself. And then we had a gentleman came and spoke, and I asked him to speak because at our annual meeting with him, he was talking about how he pays for everything with his watch or his phone
Okay.
to avoid theft.
Well, someone steals his watch.
And I thought it'd come great from a peer.
Right.
It's
So
not
these
a
are
40-year-old coming
these
to tell
are older
70-year-olds.
people.
Yeah.
Look, so these are
Yeah.
older people embracing technology to protect their things, which that's the
Yeah.
whole theme about attorney
Right.
protecting things. So this protects the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah, and it was great. And people were like, "Can I get that presentation? Can he speak again in the spring one?"
Right.
Because I want to go to that. It was fantastic. And this moved me so much. I had a woman come up to me, and she had lost her spouse a couple years ago, and we're sitting at the annual review, and I'm like, how are you doing? Well, we were going to travel, and
Right.
so I said, why don't you? She said, well, I lost my partner.
Right.
And I said, there are organizations of single people, widows, who do travel.
Right.
And she came up to me at the end of the event. She had tears in her eyes. And she said, John, I wanted you to know, I just went to Florence, Italy,
Wow.
and I have 6 other trips planned
Oh, my
in the
goodness.
next year. And
Oh,
I
my
wanted
goodness.
to thank you.
How about that?
Yeah. So we never know the impact that we make by having that relationship, by having those conversations.
Right.
I'm not a financial planner, but I knew she had enough money to do what she always
Sure.
wanted to do. She just needed the courage to do it by
Right.
herself.
Right. And having it protected and having things in the right boxes, or whatever we want to say, gives you the freedom to do things like
Yeah.
that, not be scared, well, I can't do this or I can't do
Because
that.
I won't have enough money.
I won't have enough money or I'll outlive my money, right?
Yeah. So you know what we do, Steve? We take everything and put it on what we call our asset alignment tracker.
Right.
So they can see the money. Sometimes when it's fragmented, it's here, there, and there. Well, I only have $50,000 in the bank.
Right.
Well, no, you have $450,000 in your IRA.
Right.
You can use that however you want to. I can.
Right.
Yes, you can.
Right.
So there was a wonderful thing. Every once in a while, you get one of those things that really re-energizes you,
Yeah.
right? That
Right.
I'm making a difference.
Sounds like you've created a community.
We have a great community.
over there.
We have over 500 families in our client care program.
Well, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't think you were that big.
People often will call. I know you get calls and emails and things every day because people have questions. Real quick, number one question this time of year, is there one?
I want to give money to my kids. How should I do it?
Okay. And still have it, do it the right way. And it's not tax wise, right?
Not a tax. Well, sometimes I have a tax question, but I know out there has to worry about giving money to kids and anybody paying taxes on it unless you're going to give them more than $13 million. So don't worry about that. But so the folks I met with today, or earlier the week, they want to give money to their kids. They have more than enough. Should we give it out of our money or from our trust? And their money's been in trust like 6 years.
Right.
Give it from the trust. Why? Because if you need Medicaid, that doesn't count in your 5-year look-back period. You didn't give it away.
we
Your
go.
trust did.
That's why people
Very good.
talk to someone like you. Safe Harbor Wills and Trust, John Murphy, safeharborwillsandtrust.com. It's the weekend, but you can leave a message. You guys will, somebody answers that phone, I think, and
Yeah.
370-9977. You can ask some questions, talk to one of the case managers, 370-9977, safeharborwillsandtrust.com. John?
Yeah, let's all go home and have more turkey sandwiches.
Right.